Hey guys. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to start this off. And I don't even know if my mic can hear me. I don't even know if, my stuff is working right now. It seems like it is. I mean, I'm looking at the thing on the screen. I haven't been. I haven't been very honest. Not just, with you guys, with things in general. I don't know if I want this anymore. Ever since I was a kid, I would dream of being those creators I'd see on my TV. Markiplier, Dan TDM, Tommy Innit, Wilbur Soot, all those great creators I've been watching since I was a kid. And then most of those creators turn out to be pedophiles, but I wanted to be one of the big ones. I wanted to grow. I wanted to be popular. That's what I started YouTube for. To be popular. I wish I came into this with a different mindset than just being popular. If I could have a chance to go back and have a different mindset, I don't even know what would happen. Because right now, I don't want this. I don't want to do content. YouTube. I'm not depressed. I just had a lot of time to think within the past few days, and I've realized I don't need this. About 5 months ago, maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. But about 5 months ago, I announced that I am no longer going to be uploading frequently, and that I was going to upload when I felt like uploading, but I was going to stream every chance I got. Fast forward to about a month ago, where I said that I'm basically done. I was going to be streaming less. I was going to be reaching out less. And I did. I streamed once in the past month, a couple test streams on Twitch to get my PC to work, see if it was working. But other than that, I was basically done. Now here I am uploading what could be my last video and being honest with the audience that I have and the friends that I have, I wanted to, at some point, I wanted to come back, and I wanted to come into YouTube with a different mindset. I wanted to come into YouTube with a different idea, with different content. But the more and more I think about it, the more I realize I don't want that. I want to go to school. I want to hang out with friends. I want to be with the people in my life. Instead of putting them to the side and making them feel like trash, like I have been. The past 2 years were rough for me. It was rare. I'm going to turn this down. It was rare when I was doing YouTube. It was rare that I was happy. It was rare that I felt like I had my life together. I came into this with some great friends, and I have Munch to thank for that. If Munch was still on YouTube, I would be thanking him every single fucking day for that opportunity he gave me when I didn't even have 100 subscribers. He gave a chance on me. And the first few months were perfect. I felt like I was finally growing. I felt like I was finally building something up. And then Gallant happened. I had been friends with him for about a year at that point. He was the one that encouraged me to start YouTube. He was the one that was with me through it all. And then I uploaded Fuck This at Gallant. And what happened really broke me. That was the start to the downfall that was my channel. The video is deleted now because I'm actually friends with Gallant again. But nothing felt normal after that day. Ever since I uploaded that video, I regretted it, but I wanted to keep it up to make an example. I lost the greatest friend I had at the time because of my stupid fucking content. And then it all got worse from there. I became friends with Dylan. Dylan's a great guy. I became friends with Hollow. Hollow's Hollow. I love him. And then I met Spider Parker. And to say that didn't break me, that didn't cause me to go in a downward spiral, would be lying. I'd be lying to you guys again. That drama it really made it hard for me to trust anyone. I could barely even trust my own friends. And then I got an addiction. I won't say what the addiction was, but it really had an effect on me and my personality. Sometime Sometimes I would have mental breakdowns every night because I wasn't sure if this is me. I didn't know who I was. I was going through a like an identity crisis. I felt like I was watching myself. I didn't feel like I had control over my own body. I felt like I was in my brain watching myself do the things that I did. I didn't do drugs. I didn't drink. Just so we're clear. I didn't do anything that could cause me harm. But I didn't like what I did. I didn't like the things I did. And I don't know why I did them. And as I was going through a mental crisis and possibly the worst months of my life, I got in more beef with some of the greatest friends I'd known. I got in beef with Symbiote World and Gaming Riot, and that day really broke me. I was already at the worst state I could have been in my life, and I felt like I was literally kicked while I was down. And then they told DJ the thing, and I couldn't control myself. I made Symbiote's drama and stuff behind the scenes public. I told Riot he should have quit YouTube because he's stuck at the subs he had. I regretted that the day I posted it, but I knew there was no turning back. I had so many great friends when I started this out, and I felt like I lost everyone. I felt like I was back at square one, where I had no one. I didn't know who I was. I had no one to talk to. I had to build myself up by myself. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was stuck. And I wasn't emotionally in a perfect state. I wasn't sure if I ever was going to be. So I went to therapy. And I I met this great guy called Josiah, and that was the day I felt like I had my life back together. I felt like I was starting to do better. Josiah introduced me to some great people like Geo, all of the amazing people in our school's Discord. And I will thank Josiah for that day that he took a chance on me and made me feel less lonely and made this fat shell of a man feel like he has a place where he belongs when he was going through all the worst things in his life at that time. I felt like I was finally turning this around. I had my content in order. I had friends I could talk to whenever I just wanted to chat. And then the summer happened. I got banned from the server. Omari. But I had more time on my hands during the summer. I went to long form content, which was surprisingly easier to edit than I thought. So I went out. I went out. I went to parties. I did things that nothing bad, but I went out and I did things that I wouldn't have let myself do a year before that, because I was too scared of what the world was outside of sitting in my room and editing stupid YouTube videos. I was having the time of my life. I was chatting with friends. I met new friends. I met future students to my high school, and I was happy. For the first time in a year and a half from starting my YouTube, I felt happy. I felt accepted in a crowd of people that know what it's like to be me. So when school started up, I retired. I stopped uploading. I occasionally streamed, and I made sure I kept my community knowing that I'm alive. I uploaded a couple videos, and those were okay. And then I got myself into more drama. I don't know why. I don't know why it happened. H-Black and Riot were arguing every fucking day, and I just want it to end. And when H-Black blocked Gaming Riot, I thought that was the end. I thought that was it. But it wasn't. And H-Black took the public community post, and then me trying to stop it, I took the public community posts. And then he blocked me. And then I got petty and called him out on it. Then he got petty and destroyed 2 months of work on a Fortnite Lego village. And I got petty again. And I ended his YouTube career just like I did with everyone else I had crossed paths with. I didn't feel good. If you thought I fucking felt good doing that to my friend of 2 years, who is someone who I felt like I could go to for when I was dealing with stuff in my life, doing that to someone I felt like I could trust, I didn't smile. I didn't feel good. I cried. If I could do this to people I figured as a friend, I didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. It never felt good. It will never feel good. Feeling betrayed by people you found as a friend. Since that day, I was an emotional wreck. I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know what to do with my content. The past 2 years came flooding back to me within the past couple days, within the past couple weeks. I loved it in the beginning, but I came in with the mindset that I wanted to be popular. I came in with the mindset that I wanted everyone to know who I was. I wanted everyone to be licking the gum off my shoes. But now, looking back, I feel disgusted at the person I was when I started. I feel disgusted at the person I was during it. And it just makes me sick thinking about continuing this. This channel I've had for 2 years. It makes me sick. I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want this. I don't deserve this anymore. I want to live my life. I want to be a better person, not just for myself, but for my friends. And my content has not made me a better person. It's made me far from it. It's made me lose people I thought I could trust. I lost some of the greatest friends I ever had for my fucking content. I sacrificed so much for this fucking channel, and I'm realizing now it was never worth it. None of it was ever worth it. Nothing is worth this much. Nothing is worth the pain that I went through for this fucking channel. Nothing I could get off of this channel was worth all of the fucking pain, all the emotional damage I went through for editing stupid YouTube videos. None of it was worth it. You could say the friends were worth it. You could say the friends were what it was all about all along. But in reality, I lost almost every single friend I gained since I started this journey. I turned every single friend I had into one of the greatest enemies. Sure, I have some good friends now, but I made some even greater enemies. I made some of the worst mistakes I've ever made just for having this channel. I betrayed my friends in real life that I felt, and I felt they didn't matter. Someone who I think of as my own sister now, I felt like didn't matter. I felt like the content mattered more than hanging out with her when she was going through struggles in her life. Making sure she would have someone to talk to. I wasn't there for her. I wasn't there for someone I thought of as a sister. I put her off because I wanted to make YouTube videos. I'm trying to be a better man than I was when I started this channel. I don't want to come back to this channel. This is likely the last video I will upload on this channel. YouTube gave me some great memories, but it gave me even worse enemies and even worse experiences. I don't care to be popular. I don't care if people know me. I don't want people to lick the gum off my shoes. I don't want to feel like a god. I want to be me. I want to live my life. And I have been unable to do that because I was stuck behind fucking video games. I have nothing else to say. Because if I do, I'm going to cry. And I don't want to cry. I don't want to disappoint. I don't mean to disappoint anyone. You know, I had someone ask me, someone asked me a few questions, really. Number one, how do I do YouTube? What do I do? Don't. It's not worth the struggle. It's not worth the friend loss. It's not worth the emotional damage you get. It's not worth it. Ever since I stopped doing YouTube, I've been in the best mental state I've ever been in the past 2 years. I'm happy. I'm with the people I want to be with. I'm doing the things I want to do. Some people might think I'm stupid. Some people might think I'm crazy. that I would want to give this up. But you haven't been me. You haven't been doing what I've been doing. It's brought me nothing but pain to be on this, to be doing this. And I'm ready for the pain to end. So with the click of this button, and with the click of this button, well, not this one specifically, but on my main channel, with the click of this button, that's it. I'm done. And I will not come back because I don't want to. Not because I can't. Not because I'm forced. But because I want to. So with the final click of this button, a final click of this button, and then a couple more buttons, and then a couple text messages, I'll be done. You know, I texted Riot before we did the Deceit stream. I texted him, you know, I'm not really sure what this means, but I think after this Deceit stream, I think this is it. He's like, okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I know what it means. This is it. For the emotional stress this has caused me. This is it. I love you guys. And I'm sorry to every person I've ever got into beef with. I'm sure some of you owe me an apology back, but I'm sorry for crying. I'm sorry for getting emotional. I'm sorry for being so out there. I'm sorry to my friends if you're watching this. I'm sorry to all my ex-friends for being the person that I was for this content. I'm sorry for pushing emotional damage onto you. I'm sorry to anyone I made feel uncomfortable or different because of who I was and the person I was, and that the person I'm no longer going to be. I love you guys.